Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Iswat and I'm back again with another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be answering one of the most asked questions on my TikTok account, emails, YouTube, Instagram. And the question is, TY, how did you become an HCA in less than a year in Canada? So I'm gonna be answering all those questions. And first of all, please, I want to ask you all to subscribe. Please like, share this video, and let's jump straight into the video. So how did I become an HCA in less than 3 months? Firstly, I would like to say, what is an HCA? An HCA simply stands for healthcare aide, or people call it CNA in some other provinces, which is certified nursing assistant. And some people RSW. Note, I want you to note that caregiving and HCA are two different things. For caregiving, you don't need a certificate. You can just become a caregiver with only first aid certificate. But for HCA, you actually need to go to school for 1 year and get a certificate and get registered in the body. So back in Nigeria, I used to study this course, which is called level 3 diploma. I studied the course when I was done with my food science and technology course in Unilever. I studied the course back in 2022. I didn't even know it would be useful to me. I just did the course that, okay, I'm interested in healthcare and I know this is where I want to work in future. Though I was in school then, I studied food science, but my interest was actually in healthcare because I actually gained admission for a course that I didn't want. I wanted to do nursing, but they actually gave me food science and technology. Anyways, that's another story for another day. So, I went to the school. The school I went to is in Ikeja. I'm not going to be mentioning the name of the school in this video. So I went to the school. I did the course. We did research and a lot of research. I mean, guys, it's a lot of research. We did a lot of work. We did clinical placement. And there are several hospitals they can post you to if you're in Lagos, because I think they have a branch in Lagos and they have a branch in Port Harcourt or so. I'm not really sure, or Abuja. I'm not really sure. They have branches everywhere. Not everywhere, but like in 3 different states in Nigeria. So I went to the branch in Lagos State, and I went to do my clinicals in the police hospital in Lagos. So I did my clinicals for about 200. I did over like some hours in the hospital. I did some hours, like over a month. I did clinicals for over a month, I think. So in the clinicals, we did a lot of stuff like draining catheters, helping the nurses, wound dressing, wound cleaning, taking vitals and stuff like that. So all those things, I didn't know it would be useful. Cause I remember I was talking to someone in Canada and I was like, oh, I have this certificate back in Nigeria, but it is actually awarded by the UK government. Cause in that school they train you like you are in UK. Like they use the UK curriculum or syllabus to train you. So I was like asking her, oh, can I use this level 3 health and social care diploma in Canada? Because I made my research actually before coming here and I see they need healthcare aides. So can I use this in Canada? So the person was like, no, I can't use it in Canada. This is why I'm saying this. I'm saying this because it is good to do your own findings, do your research. Don't just let people tell you, no, it's not possible. You just have to like do your own research. People might say it's not possible, but it might actually be possible if you try it. So there's no harm in trying. Also, when I got here, I was like, I can't waste this certificate. It's a diploma. I can't waste it. So I found my way. I actually went for it. So I did something called the C. The C is substantial equivalent assessment. So this is actually a kind of assessment they do. They actually ask your school, you send the email, like the Canada Award Alberta directory email to the school to send them your transcript directly. So what I used was my transcript, my IELTS result, which was over band 5. I think band 5 was the requirement they were looking for. So my IELTS result was over band 5. I used that, and again, IELTS is not actually compulsory from what I have seen, because my sister did the same thing, and it's not compulsory because the program was studied in English, so I don't think IELTS is a requirement now. But I use my high IELTS, my transcript, and what other thing again, and my clinical placement. I use those hours, so they sent it to the awarding body, so the directory rather. So all that information went to the directory, and they started processing my directory number. So the directory is actually a number that you have as an HCA. I mean a registered HCA under Alberta, in order for you to practice as an HCA. So I got the number while I was processing, while they were processing my directory to see if I pass or if I fail. So during the process, I started looking for job. I got job offers. I got about 3 different jobs, and I started working. So I got a message at the middle of the line saying, "Oh, I need to provide references from my workplace." So I just gave them that, and I became an HCA just like that. And HCA, which is healthcare aide, in this Lethbridge, Alberta, my school, like Lethbridge Polytechnic, it costs 20,000 Canadian dollars. So imagine going to study for 20,000 Canadian dollars again when I already have the certificates. So this is what people are actually till this point. So if you are a nurse, public health person from your country, or you studied any health related course in Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, Lome, Ukraine, you studied any healthcare course in your country, you can actually use your certificate in Canada. You can actually transition into the healthcare system. You can start as an HCA. The fact that you're a nurse in Nigeria, let's say you went to school of nursing, even you went to school of nursing, and you're like, you want to come study in Canada, or maybe you just came to Canada and you're like, oh, my nursing, because you're definitely not gonna use your nursing certificate here unless you take the NCLEX exam, which might actually take a long time to actually prepare for it and pass the exam, because it's not an easy exam. So you can actually process your directory as a nurse or public health person, public health degree holder, and become an HCA first in order for you to secure a job, and you get paid good money. In some provinces, they start with $21, but in my province, Alberta, I think the lowest pay I've seen so far for HCAs is $19 per hour. That's the lowest ever, and that's not even what most people pay you. Most people will start from $21 per hour and above. That's not including the differential, the evening differential or the night differential. Your pay per hour can go from 21 to 26. It depends on what time you work, or if you're working on the weekends, or maybe you're working on holidays. So I hope I have been able to help you guys in this video. Please subscribe, like, and share this video, and I'll see you in my next video, because I'm gonna be answering more questions on this channel. Bye. Click on the notification bell to keep you notified anytime I upload a new video. Bye guys.